11 nays, 3 present not voting. Senate Bill 738 is finally passed. Chair lays out Senate Bill 81. Clerk will read the bill. SB 81 by Nelson relating to food manufacturers, food wholesalers, and warehouse operators for Cottage Foods license.
Hearing has Ms. Kolkhorst.
We have a new speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is a bill we saw yesterday that deals with some of the outbreaks that we had in licensing our wholesalers that store some of our raw foods and vegetables. We do have a couple of clarifying amendments.
The following amendment, the clerk read the amendment.
Amendment by Kolkhorst.
Hearing has Ms. Kolkhorst.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. Yesterday we also put on small food cottage, a good small business amendment. This is clarification for Harris County. So Harris County, listen up. We're going to make sure that we label these foods that are coming out of these small businesses, and we're going to make sure that they're not able to sell over the internet. So these are for ladies that bake goods at their home, or men that may bake goods at their home. And right now it's illegal in the law that you do that. Harris County had some problems with this, and so we're going to only do this with clarification with labeling, and we're also going to not allow it on the internet. Okay.
Yeah, just speak.
Mr. Coleman, for what purpose?
With a woman yield.
Ms. Kolkhorst, would you yield? You will.
Gladly.
Not a late woman.
Woo! Right.
This bill came through the Public Health Committee, along with your other bill and Representative Rodriguez's bill that deals with the cottage food industry, we'll call it. It's a really good thing. I think this is a way that people can make money without having to go to have a commercial kitchen. But if people understand that it is safe.
Right, and one of the things, and this was the meeting that went till 5:15 a.m. in the morning. We had a number of people that bake goods that came, come and bake it. I think I bought one for everybody in the committee. But compelling testimony to say that they want to come out of the shadows and be legal. And so we crafted that very shallow. We got some feedback from the folks that testified about their concerns. This amendment to the amendment yesterday should clarify that.
This is a good bill. You and Representative Rodriguez have done good work on all 3 of these bills, and I was happy to be a joint author on Representative Rodriguez's the original bill and a supporter of your bill. I love my county, but I think you have a good bill.
Well, I think we've addressed their concerns with this amendment.
Thank you very much, Chairwoman.
Ms. Speaker. Mr. Lager, for what purpose?
You first.
You yield, Ms. Kolkhorst, you will?
Yes, Madam Chair. What did you said something about Harris County? Now, tell me exactly what it is. Explain to Harris County.
So Harris County came to us and said that they had some problems with the small business amendment that we had yesterday that allowed, and again, illegal for anyone to bake a good in their house, bake a good, like a cake, if you have someone do it. Ladies cannot sell those. So we've heard this is a clarifying amendment that requires labeling, and then it prohibits sales on the internet. And I think those were 2 good amendments.
Is that excluding Harris County or including Harris County?
Including, but this came from them, so I'm very pleased.
I'm sorry.
This includes them, and very pleased to carry this for them.
Okay, so you're doing this for Harris County. What are you doing for the rest of the state?
Mr. Phillips, for what purpose?
Yeah, well, gentlelady yield.
Would you yield?
Yes. So yesterday we had an amendment to Senate Bill 81 that allowed, again, the cottage food industry, the bakers, to be able to bake goods. If you sell 50,000 or less, you probably have some people in your district that testified for this bill that we weren't able to complete through the process. We put it on the bill yesterday. Mr. Rodriguez put on his farmer's market. We dealt with some concerns. We're going to make those products be labeled.
Okay, so I make sure I understand. So if they're under 50,000, they have to label
Road sell.
50,000.
Yes, right now they
So if they take them up to the church bakery, they can't do that
Yes, they
without
can do that.
labeling
No,
them?
this is just if you sell them. We have changed nothing else. These are for people that have that cottage industry that right now the law prohibits them from selling anything. You can still go to your church. You can do everything. It's a very libertarian approach. We had 2 bills in our committee. One was licensing. Mine is not licensing.
But now you have to do some labeling before
No, not if
you
you're
have
not
to
selling
label.
it. No,
Okay, but if you're selling them at a church bake sale,
no. That is not.
What about it?
This is not on nonprofit.
children's cookie drive.
No. You don't have to do any of that. This is for the people that actually have it. I'll be happy to show you the amendment.
What if somebody makes cakes for people for their weddings out of their?
Yes, they're doing it illegally right now. We're trying to help those people.
But they're gonna have to label those wedding cakes and say what's in them.
They are going to, this amendment to yesterday's was going to allow those people, and again, we had hours and hours of testimony on it. This one allows them to put a label. If they just have to attach it, not to the product. They can hand it out. This was a concern of Harris County that we're happy to accommodate.
Okay. Now, what about the having to get 5? They have to take 5 classes.
Pardon me, I didn't hear that.
You're gonna you're giving the commission the authority to establish classes that they have to take before they can sell anything.
No. The
bill.
No, that is Senate Bill 81.
Right, which is what we're on, and your amendment
nothing.
is
If you
bringing
read yesterday's bill, Mr. Phillips,
right, and you're bringing in the cottage industry.
that was an
here.
amendment yesterday,
Right.
correct?
And so Senate Bill 81 and those having to have those classes don't apply.
No, not at all. Not to the cottage food industry. Not at all.
Cottage food industry does not have to go through those classes.
No, in fact,
So if
not at all.
So if the commission tries to promulgate rules and regulations that they have to take classes,
they do not.
it's your legislative
Absolutely
statement
not.
that they do not have to do that.
No, this is and Mr. Flynn knows this, he sat through that committee, this is a wildly popular bill to take these folks out of the shadows that we heard from hundreds and hundreds. I can show you
Will
the
this allow for the sale of raw milk?
No raw milk here, but Mr. Flynn wants to have an interim study on that.
Mr. Speaker, Representative Flynn, the lady yield. Kolkhorst, you yield.
I certainly do.
Chairman Kolkhorst, I just want to remind you about the deal that we made and trying to get the speaker to let us have an interim study on raw milk. And you will recall you mentioned something about you passed out some cupcakes during the session.
Yes.
That raw milk that was here, many of the members got to drink. It was very good, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And contrary to some of the people that are wanting to fight against it, it is very, very healthy, has some great benefits, and hopefully we'll see it as a great product that will be available to the people as a free enterprise item at the farmers market. And I will look forward to working with you, Chairman Coleman, and many of the other groups that we had that were co-authors of that bill. And the EMA to work with us.
Powerful testimony that we had that night.
Thank you. That's your point of order. Not expired. Question occurs on the adoption of the Kolkhorst Amendment. Is there any objection? Carries down. The amendment is adopted. Following amendment, the clerk reads the amendment. Amendment by Rodriguez. Sarcasm, Representative Rodriguez.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I had an amendment on the bill yesterday concerning farmers markets. There's a little bit of confusion on the definition of food, particularly beverage. The idea being that might include raw milk. I've been working with my new BFF, Sid Miller. We came up with this amendment. Basically, why don't you come up here with me? What we're doing is changing my amendment to remove the definition of food because the department feels that has been defined in another statute already. So to get rid of that confusion, we're taking that out of my amendment with the understanding that it's been defined in statute already in other sections. So with that, I move adoption.
Representative Rodriguez sets up an amendment. Successful. The alternate objection. Carries. None. The amendment is adopted.
debate on for against Senate Bill 81. Now the question occurs on final passage of Senate Bill 81. The record vote, clerk read the bill. Have all voted. There being 131 ayes and 17 nays, Senate Bill 81 finally passed. Chair lays down third reading, final passage of Senate Bill